Okay, so let's get ready. I'm just going to do like a quick little chit chat and then just get ready to go to brunch with a friend of mine. I haven't applied anything to my face yet. So I have been consistently using the Naturium Vitamin C. I really like it. I know some vitamin C serums, people say that it breaks them out or that it messes up their skin. I have not seen anything happen to my skin as far as like negatively or a reaction. So I continue to use it because that's the last thing that I want. I used to use the other one. I think it came in an orange package, but this one is a little stronger or just has different ingredients inside. It also has retinol, hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and salicylic acid. I think the other one is just like a vitamin C derivative, so it's a little different. Okay, so now what I'm going to go in with is my Fenty moisturizer. Now this already has an SPF, but because I have the retinol in that serum as well, I don't think that this is enough of an SPF. I think this is like SPF 30, but I'm gonna go in with another SPF after this. So something I've just been really mindful of is wearing SPF. I mentioned this in my other get readies with me, but you know, getting older, I'm 33 and these wrinkles on my forehead, when I look back at videos, I've had them since I was like 24. And if I would have paid attention to them and if I would have actually done things to prevent them from getting worse, I wouldn't be freaking out now. So that's that. And then I've showed this before, my Elta MD. This is a sunscreen. It's a tinted sunscreen with SPF 40. I love this sunscreen because again, it's tinted. So it does a lot of the work for you when you want to just have like really minimum light coverage on your face. It's not going to look like a lot of makeup. And I haven't been wearing foundation. You guys know this, I've been doing this for a while. I've just been wearing concealer. So something like this is really helpful because it provides just that thin little tint, but then you also know that it is an SPF, so it's going to protect your skin. So I'm looking here because I have my mirror. But besides this, as far as life updates and stuff, I have obviously been on summer break since June 28th. And honestly, the days are going by so fast. Anyone else who's on summer break, if you're a teacher or if you have like vacation days or something, I just feel like, whoa, why is every day just like rushing by? Every time I don't have a plan for the day, it goes by so quickly. So that's something that I've been really adamant about because I had a really rough year at this school, not because of the school in general, but again, it's just like all the changes that I experienced in such a short amount of time. I think it was a lot more overwhelming for me than I had anticipated. So especially for the first couple of days on break, I just felt like jello. Like I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to sit in a slump and like no one bother me, leave me alone. That's just how I want to be. All right, so now I'm gonna apply my concealer. I've been using this e.l.f. one forever. This is in the color Medium Sand. I actually just bought a deeper one. I thought I would have more of a tan by this time, but again, I haven't even been going to the beach. I went once so far. I've just been home. I've just been like in the AC, cleaning, kind of just doing my own thing because I've just felt so like unmotivated to do things, very tired, very tired. But thankfully now I feel like, okay, even that's why it's taken me so long to film because I'm just like, I don't want to do it. I don't feel like doing anything. But of course, when you have those moments, you know, it's okay to give in to them temporarily. It's okay to be like, you know what? Yeah, I need a break. But then you have to like really take yourself out of that funk because next thing you know, you're feeling like that for like a month and then it's like, oh my God, what's going on? So I'm just trying to like make sure that I don't live in that space for too long, you know? So I'm using this brush. It's a Sonia Kashuk brush that I've had for years. It obviously broke, but I don't care because the bristles work, and that's what I'm gonna do. Also, I've stopped using like beauty sponges. I do have one from e.l.f. It's like a white one that I really like, but I haven't necessarily found the need for it, especially in the summer when you have 1,000 layers on your face. Moisturizer, serum, sunscreen. Like, I just feel like then adding like the wet sponge and like wetting the product, it's too much, especially in New York. It's not just that it gets hot, it gets humid. And the humidity just makes you feel so gross, so sticky. If we had dry air, then probably. But the moisture in the air, oh my goodness, it gets really, really nasty and really difficult to breathe outside too, because the air ends up feeling like so thick. So that's really why I'm opting for a sponge. And again, I blend this in. I really take the time to blend, but because you're not using a lot of product, the blending is really, really easy. Then I'm going in with cream bronzer by Fenty. This one is called Honey Glaze. I wish I got a different tone. This is like a warm undertone, but I wanted something even warmer. So I'm not gonna put a lot because again, I don't want things sliding off my face, but I am going to start with my forehead, which is where I would have had a tan naturally. And then just, again, follow the perimeter of my face. So even that already you get to see the difference. And because you don't have a lot of makeup on, or I don't have a lot of makeup on, even doing like little circular motions and all this stuff, usually things that you would want to be careful with because you wouldn't want to like disturb whatever makeup you have underneath. But again, you have such little products on that this is like a really easy, like messy, not really having to like think through your makeup. You can like get ready in a rush and it's really, really easy. So again, I just like tap and then go in really, really lightly with everything. And what I'm doing with this particular bronzer is I'm putting it right at the top of my cheeks and bringing it in a lot. Like I want it to be on my cheeks. I'm not contouring at all. I'm not sure if anyone even still contours, but I haven't in years unless I'm like gonna go out or something. But for like easy everyday, boom. So now it just looks like my face, but healthier, glowy, and I have a bit of color. Now, two options I've always, not always, but consistently used cream blush. I have the Fenty one, and this one is in Summertime Wine, or I have the Merit one, which I really, really like, in Raspberry Beret. Now, I've spoken about these Merit ones before. That's what I really love about these blushes in particular, is that you can shear them out to be like nothing and then just get like this beautiful glow on your skin. And again, they blend in so, so nicely. It's amazing. So I think I'm gonna leave it just like that. And now let's set some parts of the face because again, it is summer, it is hot, and things do slide around. So I'm gonna go back in with my brush really quickly. Just go under, and that also helps that line that you have with your cheeks. And I'm going to take this Charlotte Tilbury powder in the color 2. This is medium. I'm just gonna go under. But yeah, so plans for the summer. Honestly, we've been talking about going somewhere, but it seems like now we've really waited way too long to book something. Is anyone else going away? Tickets are crazy money. I guess that's because of like the gas prices and stuff, but everything just seems like a lot of money, more for the actual tickets than when you eventually get somewhere. So I find that interesting, but we probably will end up doing something anyway. We just have to decide where, and it probably won't be for too long. So I'm just going over and setting the blush, putting a little on my nose. I really like the way that that looks. And this is the Tarte. It was like in a holiday set or something, and it came with 3 different ones. And this one in particular, I really like because it has like the 3 different pink shades, and the pink and the bronziness I think people really enjoy for summer. I'll just show you really quickly. It has like these 3 different colors, and I've been using the last one lately. Okay, so face is done. I am gonna do just a little bit to my eyes. I usually don't, but because I'm going out for brunch, I do want something a little different. Just gonna take this really old Tarte palette, and I'm going to take the lightest color in there and just like put it into my crease. Again, really messy, nothing crazy. I haven't worn eyeshadow in forever, but looking at my face, I'm like, you know what? I could do some little definition there. And I like that because it has like a little mauve-y look. Okay, perfect. Now I don't set my bronzer, I leave it because I don't really want like the top of my forehead to look cakey. I think that's a little weird, but I am going to now go in with my brows. And I've been using this forever. This is the L'Oreal one, and the e.l.f. one I do use, as I've mentioned to you guys, but sometimes it makes my brows look too bushy, especially if I haven't gotten them done in a while, so I have to be careful. But yeah, so other things, other updates. I am teaching the same exact thing this year. I will have 4 classes of 6th grade global history and 1 class of 10th grade global history. So it's the exact same thing that I taught this past year at this school. So I am grateful that I'm teaching the same thing so that I can just, again, sharpen my knowledge of that particular content more with the 6th grade because I've taught the 10th grade global history before. So that's really where I'm at. And I have like the kids' textbook, which, you know, textbooks, they have their place. You know, sometimes people really go crazy on a textbook, and I know that they can be like really biased and leave out a lot of important information. But when you are a new teacher learning the content for the first time, I do think that the textbook is a good place to start, just so that you can have a general idea of what the students are supposed to know. And then, of course, you expand and you use your teacher lens, and you can say, well, wait a second, they didn't really mention this particular group. They didn't really mention Muslims that are living in this area. They didn't really mention, and you can just like start to do your own research and add those pieces of information in when you are providing different perspectives of different topics that you're teaching to your students. So, you know, I wouldn't shy away from a textbook, especially if you are a new teacher and you are trying to figure out where to start. What should your kids know? How you should be building lessons. Don't be afraid of the textbook. It is there as a resource, like any other resources that are available. And honestly, there have been times where I've looked at the textbook and I'm like, hey, this is actually a really good critical thinking question. Or I like this as a base question, and let me work around it and let me now figure out how I want to word these things. So I have found the textbook helpful for me at least, and it's something that I would not shy away from if you are a new teacher. Honestly, sometimes that's the only way for you to know besides the curriculum that the state gives you. But that information is very general. It's just like, these are the standards. This is what they should be able to do at the end of this unit. But it doesn't give you the details of the content like a textbook would. All right, and finally going in with mascara. This is my L'Oreal Paradise mascara, which I love. This is a new one though, so usually the new ones, if you don't know already, a new mascara never looks as good as when it's been open for like 2 weeks because it's really wet, and giving it time to kind of, get a little thicker, the formula is really when it starts to look really nice. So yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. Life has been chill, thank God for right now. So I'm just trying to, again, relax during the summer and really just take it easy because the roller coaster of teaching is really wild. I'm sure other jobs are like teaching as well, but the roller coaster of stress is just bizarre how on a day-to-day it could be so stressful. And I've told you guys this, but I am also a type 1 diabetic, and I realized that my blood sugars are so much more controlled and I'm able to manage them so much better when I am on summer break, which makes sense because I'm not stressed during the summer, and stress really can affect your blood sugars. Anything can, but really stress is one of the biggest things for me that I've seen with my blood sugars. And it's hard. It's hard when you are working at a job that is naturally stressful. Stressful when it comes to managing student behavior, stressful when it comes to, afraid that your admin is going to walk in at maybe the wrong time or something's going on, or did you do everything? And that was something that I was really struggling with this year as well. Okay, so camera died, but we're back. I can't even remember what I was saying. I think I was just talking about like stress and how it's related to work and my blood sugars. And again, they're much more manageable right now because I don't have that added stress that work gives you. So I have to really figure that out because I can't go through the ups and downs during the school year and then be like, oh, at least the summer, but then I'm only steady and stable for 2 months and then the chaos happens again. So I guess I have to figure out better ways of managing stress, and then also deciding like what I'm going to allow stress me out and what I'm just going to have to, deal with. So anyways, moving on, I am going to put on my NYX Control Freak. This is just for my brows. My brow hairs are very long and they do end up dropping throughout the day. So I just put this in to kind of help keep them up. If I don't use this, I use the NYX. It's like the glue one. Oh my God, I can't even remember what it is, but I finished it, which is why I'm using this one. But the other one I really like because you can like glue your brows to your face and they will not move. I like wearing that one at the beach because your brows are going to stay locked in place forever until you literally wash off your face. So as of right now, I think my makeup is done. What I'm going to do though is just add like a really subtle lip color because I am going out. So let's see, and then I'll also show you guys what I wear out. I have to, KKW, Kim really she has to come back with her makeup. I know, she has a pretty sketchy reputation, but when it comes to her makeup products, especially her lip liners, I need them. All right, here we go. So I'm just gonna lightly line my lips. Oh, something else I wanted to mention to you guys is that I started scrapbooking. So for years, I bullet journaled and I loved it. I would like use watercolors to do like my own little designs and stuff. And when I started to like accumulate all of these things from our travels, like all these different pictures and all these different things, I was like, you know what? I actually want to start scrapbooking, but I never scrapbooked. And honestly, scrapbooking seems so intimidating. And so for a really long time, I held it off. And again, didn't really have the time to scrapbook. And so I had, again, all of this accumulation of stuff, and I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. So I purchased so many materials and I started the scrapbook. So it's pretty much just going to be of our travels, and I have it organized by year. So pretty much starting with like our honeymoon and then any trip that we've done together or with friends. So I'm really excited to be working on that, just kind of like me, my alone time, a creative outlet. And that's really what I've been focusing on this summer, is like a summer project for myself that I want to get done. So let me know, do you scrapbook? Have you ever considered it? It's quite nerve-wracking when you're someone who like is a perfectionist and you can't really do things unless you know you're going to do them well. Like that was hard to get over, but now that I've actually started it, I really enjoy it. Okay, so I'm using this Merit lipstick in the shade Cabo. It's like this orangey, it's so pretty. I'm just gonna dab it, you know, old school. I used to see my mom do that all the time when she would get ready. But I don't want it to be like a super thick color. So blending it out. Cute orange color. So okay, cool. Now outfit, and then I'm just going to blow dry the top part of my hair because it's just like super flat and straight, but I'm gonna blow dry it to give it a little bit of body, and then I will show you my outfit, and then I have to obviously get out. Okay, so this is the final outfit. I threw it on with a pair of sneakers. I know that's not gonna be everyone's cup of tea, but I'm just, it's the New Yorker in me, okay? And then I have on this brown bag. Dress does have like a little tie in the back. You could also tie it around your waist, but I just decided to tie it in the back because I liked the whole like free flowing look of the dress. And what I love about it is that as you walk, it's just super flowy. So that's really ultimately what I liked about the dress and why I wanted to wear it today. It's so casual, perfect summer dress. And again, unfortunately, I can't like link this for you or anything, but I did get it at Marshall's maybe 2 weeks ago. And I just think that dresses like this in general, the like flowiness of it, having like the openness, I do have to pin it here. It keeps opening, I guess, because of my hips. But I have like double-sided fashion tape. Hopefully that'll work. I'm gonna do that right now before I leave. But that's pretty much it. This is the final look, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, getting ready with me, giving you an update, and showing you like a really easy brunch outfit. I'll see ya next time.